Hello, hi, this is Kaushik. So, welcome to the Selenium automation concept. Hello, guys, welcome to Selenium automation concept. So, today I will discuss that how to handle multiple windows or multiple tabs through Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so let's take a scenario. Let's say Naukri.com, right? So when we'll open the Naukri.com, there are other relevant windows are also getting open, right? So through Selenium WebDriver, what we will do, we will first count how many windows are already getting open, and we will switch one by one window and close it. Okay, and in the meantime, we can print the title of the each and every window after switching. Okay, so let's take that. So what I did actually over here, I have already Eclipse installed over here. Okay, so hope you guys everyone have Eclipse already installed, or IntelliJ, any ID will work for this. Okay, and what you require to have Selenium jars. So how you can get that jars installed? So here there is the official Selenium site, that is seleniumhq.org. You can go over that, go to the download section. Here Selenium comes with different other language. So here today we will discuss with Selenium with Core Java, right? So stable version is 3.141.59. okay, you can go to the download, click on the download button, so automatically required jar will be downloaded. Okay, I already have downloaded, so I will just associate the jar. Okay, so once you will have your ID open, what we have to do, we have to create one Java project. So I am giving the project name as a Selenium automation concept. Okay, and under this Java project, I will create one package. And I am giving name multiple window handling. Yeah. And under this package, I will create one class. Where I have given the name as a handle multiple window. Okay, and I am taking main method also. Why? Because here I am not using any framework. So my main method will initiate the flow. This will be my driver, act as a driver. Okay. Now uh, throughout this case, I can divide this case into 2 to 3 module function. What first I have to initialize the driver and launch the site. Okay, and then do some space. I will put some implicit weight or maximize the browser. Okay, those things I will cover with the function, and another function I will write where I can write down the logic that how I can calculate the number of windows open, and then we will switch to one by one, fetch the title and then close it. Okay, so let's start with that. Here I am taking another static method. Okay, public static. Okay, and then I will static void. Okay, and let's say I'm giving the name as a launch website. Okay, so within this what I have to do, I have to initialize the driver. Okay, so first I want to declare my driver variable on a class level so that it can be accessible within any of the function within this class. Okay, so as I want to access within the static method. Okay, so I have to make the web driver variable, instance variable, also as a static driver. Okay, now as I haven't associated the Selenium jar yet. Okay, So Selenium jar, this way you guys have to download. If not there, I already have downloaded. So what I will do, basically I will go over there. Okay, I have kept within the jar folder, so I will go over there and simply associate it. Okay, so this is my folder location. Right click on that project, go to the properties, go to the Java build path, add external jar, and then this is the path. There are also few more jars outside also. I'm associating all those things. Apply. Okay, so as soon as I will add those jars, automatically these reference libraries will be active, and if we expand that, all those jars will be visible underneath that. Okay, so now if I do hover over, okay, so it is now giving that okay, you have to import this WebDriver, which is coming from org.openqa.selenium. I have imported over here. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to specify the driver. My next step, so system dot here is system dot, there is a method called set property, which will take driver and that path. So within the driver I have to give WebDriver dot Chrome. Here I will use Chrome. You can, if you want to use IE, then you can specify IE driver, and I have to give the path name. Where I will get that path? So again, you can download the Chrome driver if you don't have on your machine from the Google. So simply type download Chrome driver. If you do that, if I have to go this link, go to the current release section, and here if you are using Linux OS, then you have to download this one. If you are not, if you are using the Windows, so I already downloaded this one, unzip it and kept it in a specific folder. So just I have kept here inside this. So I will just specify that path. Right click on that driver, go to the properties, to the security. So here exact location will be displayed. I'm just copying and pasting here. So here you have to regularize by using slash. Okay, once that is done, then what I have to do, I have to initialize the driver. Okay, so here I will use the Chrome driver, so obviously I have to do new Chrome driver. So one more thing over here, I have to import that relevant class also. So WebDriver is an interface, okay, and this Chrome driver is a class. Okay, so I have created one interface variable over here, and I am assigning the object of the Chrome driver class. So always there sometimes in interview it always been asked that okay, why we are not doing WebDriver driver equal to new WebDriver. Okay, we cannot do that because in interface cannot be instantiated. Okay, but interface variable can be referred by an object of a class. So that is what we did. Chrome driver, Firefox driver, these are all the vendors. Okay, vendor class, they have implemented the interface methods. Okay, abstract methods within the interface. Now I have to launch, for launching driver.get. Now driver.get, here I will give that, I can give that Naukri. Okay, so I'm picking this one, this path, and putting it here. Okay, then I want to put some implicit weight. Okay, so implicit weight, again I can create a different video, okay, on that what are all the weights available in the Selenium WebDriver, but for time being just focus on this particular concept. So driver dot manage dot timeout dot implicitly weight. Here I'm giving, let's say, 40. Okay, and here we have to give the unit. So seconds. Okay, so once that is done, then I want to maximize the site also. Manage dot window dot maximize. Okay, so till this point it is done that okay, we are able to launch the website. Okay. Now this is also static method, and and within the same class. So how to call the static method? If it is within the class we are calling, then simply by calling that method name. Okay, and another method I will create to handle that multiple window. Okay, so public static void handle okay. So putting it short little bit. Okay, so here how I will do that. Okay, so whenever like multiple window getting open, right here this window also opened and this is also another window. Okay, so in Selenium there is a mechanism called window handles. So we have to find the window handles. Now what is window handles? Window handles is nothing but actually whenever WebDriver want to recognize, they recognize each and every window using some specific unique string, we can say alphanumeric. Okay, so and that is all not a static. Okay, each and every time that window will be got, that will be supposed to be changed. Okay, so using that window handles, okay, a particular window can be uniquely identified. So how we will do that? Driver dot get window handles, and it returns set of string. So I'm picking a variable, okay, handles. Okay, so set, again I have to import java.util, okay, package. It is coming from core Java concept. Okay, now I have to fetch that each and every window handles, then only I can switch to that particular window. So I'm taking one advanced for loop over here. Okay, as this is a string, so I am taking this, I have to store in a string variable, str variable colon this one handles. Okay, now what I have to do, now I have each and every window handles. So in order to capture the title of that window, I have to switch to that particular window. So next my concept will be I have driver dot switch to dot window. Now it takes the string. What is string? That window handle I will pick, give, provide. Using that only it will be able to switch. Okay, once I will switch, now I can type that can able to fetch that title, get title. So I'm putting a print statement, system.out.print. Switch to this window. Okay, so I have switched to this window. Then my next step will be I will close that window. Once switch, capturing the title and then close. Okay, fine. Now I will call this method here. Okay, this is also static method. Okay, so I'm calling. Now I'm putting one more print statement so that it will be more understandable. Okay, closing window okay. So once close I cannot capture, but before that I will capture it. So I am just switching and then closing the window and then pivot.close. Okay, so why so I have to switch and then only capture, because when I launch a site my control will be here, but there are other two window are also getting open, right? So I have to switch to that particular window, capture that title, and then I can be able to close it. Okay, so now okay, let's run it. Let's see. Okay, so before running let me close all those things. So as you are able to see that it is launching Naukri. There are 2 to 3 total 3 window. Then again it is switching one by one and closing it also. Okay, so here you are clearly able to see switching to this particular window and closing, switching to this particular window, then closing, switching to this particular window and closing the window. So that is the way to handle the multiple window. Now we will see when I will have one window but having multiple tabs open, then how I can handle that situation. Before getting into that, one thing in Java Selenium WebDriver, same mechanism we have to apply to handle the multiple window as well as multiple tabs in same window. Okay, so what I will do basically, I will use the same class. I will create one more function over here. Okay, and I will put handle multiple tabs in window. Okay, so logic will be same. How I can create one tab, I will write over here one line using JavaScript executor to create one extra tab. So here I am anyhow opening that let's say I will, rather than using that Naukri, I will use google.com or some other thing, facebook.com. okay, let's see. Now here I will open another tab where I will open google.com. okay, and in JavaScript executor also I have to import it. Okay, so basically what I am doing over here, let me just expand little bit. Yeah, so in this function what I am doing, using that launch website, I am launching that facebook.com. okay, and then what I am doing, using JavaScript executor, it will create one tab. So basically what it will do, let's say here this site is getting opened already, so it will click on the plus sign and it will launch over here google.com. okay, so that way basically in a window two tabs will be open. okay, and then what I will do, okay, I will using the same tactics, the way I handle the multiple window, I will fetch the number of tabs also getting open in the same window, and then I will switch to each and every tab and closing them and print the title also. okay, so switching close not window, here will be tab. Okay, so I'm for the time being I'm commenting out this, and I am picking this thing. Okay. So JavaScript executor I will create separate session, but here I'm not only focusing on this particular concept, how to handle multiple windows and tabs. Okay. So okay, now let's run it. So it will first open that facebook.com. Okay, then it will create one tab. Okay, and Google, and then switching to one by one and close it. Okay. Okay, just a minute, and let me just put some weight over here so that it will be clearly visible. Let's say here I'm putting some weight, 2000 or 3000. So this thread.sleep basically it throws some exception I'm putting over here, and there also I have to handle it. So I am again putting the throws exception over here. Okay, and then I will run it. Let's see. Yeah, as you are seeing Facebook, and then it opened the Google, and then it again one by one switching to the tab and closing it. Okay, and here also it clearly printed like switch to tab Facebook, closing tab, and then switch to tab Google and closing the tab. So always sometimes there might be some high chances to have mistakes, right? Let's say we are trying to close, or we are trying to face some information for a particular window or tab, right? But we forgot to switch to that tab. So always make sure that we are switching to that tab, and then only we are closing. Okay, and once you close also, you have to switch back to your parent tab or parent window before performing any more operation. Otherwise again it will throw the exception. Okay, so be careful on that. Okay, so that's all for this session. Okay, so if you like this video, just click on the like button and share it. Okay, or subscribe. Okay, so and if you have any specific question or any kind of particular request, you can put that things in comment section. Okay, and also in the description section I will try to upload this code in a git, and put that link on the description section. Okay, so that's all. uh, Thank you.